I started to think like a millionaire and everything changed. Hi, my name is Zakkery. Super important topic for today. What can be tremendously changed if you start to think like a millionaire? I hope that you will have enough motivation to watch this video till the end, because so many people dream of making a lot of money, but they are not even able to watch the video till the end that lasts 7-8 minutes, okay? I hope you're not from that cohort of people. I started to think like a millionaire and everything has changed. To simplify it, I outlined 3 key things that I have changed in my mind, and that might be so helpful for many growing minds. If you currently feel that this is the moment for the breaking point, for the change, do it. The first thing is I stopped trading time for money. I don't have a price per hour. I don't say like, okay, my work cost $50, $100, $200 per hour. No, I don't do that. I charge commission for the result I provide, or I charge for the ready-to-use product. My company helps online educators to launch their online courses. In my niche, digital marketing, mainly specialists, they charge per hour. I don't do so because I believe I can bring more value for my customers if I charge commission with a zero base. Just the commission for the provided result. Yes, this is not a low commission, but this is what helped me to stay motivated and provide the best result. The other thing, what is super important, I believe that every person who thinks about becoming millionaire, rich person, wealthy person, who, if you want to leave some destiny for your kids, you need to have something what generates money while you're sleeping. You probably heard this advice so many times, but have you done something with this? Have you done at least one step towards this goal? So what is generating money for you while you're sleeping? And it's not only about investments. I have different types of investment. I invest in the stock market, I invest in the private acquisition in the companies. I have 3 businesses where I operate as an investor, but as well as I invest money in the funnels. So on this channel, I have the video that explains how to make money on funnels, how to create evergreen products that gonna be sold every day while you're sleeping and generate money for you. I believe that this turbulent situation of the global crisis, I believe that the only stable thing in this world is investment in the marketing funnels. Yes, probably I have some professional deformation in my mind, but I think this is the only option how you can guarantee yourself to have a return of investments from what you do. So when I say guarantee, I mean when you can influence on the amount of return from the investment you've done. When you can influence yourself. You cannot influence on a stock market, you cannot influence on whatever, some stuff you invest money into. For example, you invest in a private acquisition, you cannot influence on that. So this is the only way. When you invest in the funnels, this is the only way, I believe, where you can influence on how your money grow. You definitely need to have more information on that. I will leave the link on that video below. Just watch it and think about that. It's so easy to start doing it. Don't postpone. The other thing, what matters, which I changed in my mind when I decided that I want to grow and become more rich, is I started to ask myself a question before I take every decision, is what would my role model do? What is a role model? It's the person who inspires you, whose action you really admire. Maybe he is wealthy, or he does what you would like to do in your business, and just ask yourself a question: what would my role model do in this situation? And this will help you to find the right option for the decision. And the last thing which I wanted to share is I built assets, not just the income. Okay, In marketing, it is super difficult to create just the assets, not income, because what I'm paid for generating cash for the client. That's why when I had to refocus, it was a kind of a challenging thing for me because it changed a lot in what I'm doing. But let me explain. An income pays your bills, but assets is something about a long term. Assets will create your wealth. Again, income, which is cash, it pays your bills. So you get it immediately and you can convert it into physical goods and buy services and pay the bills. But when you create the assets, means that you can sell them in the future or you can use them somehow as a competitor's advantage in the future. That's why if you do not create anything related to the asset creation, if you don't move towards that, this is the moment when you need to start thinking about that. For example, if you are an online educator, you can start creating the list of email contacts, which you're going to use in the future. So this is the asset. This is something which not generates you income at the very moment, but this is what you're going to use in the future, which will reduce the cost lead for you in the future. You don't need a lot to make a big shift. Just 3 things, start implementing them today, and notice how your mindset will change. Your mindset is your limiting ceiling above your head. Once you start to grow it, immediately it starts being bigger. Comment mindset below if you're ready to shift your mindset. Let me know in the comments as well which of these tips resonated with you the most. And see you next time.